It would be very disappointing if I had come here and not seen any baobab trees. Look at how massive that thing is. That's just the trunk. That's just the trunk of the tree. I've always wanted to come to a mangrove forest, or a mangrove plantation. So this is one, and currently I'm in a mangrove forest right behind me. So the interesting thing about them, when the big plant or the mature plant grows, the roots grow from underneath like that. I thought that was the case, but what happens when the seeds are mature, they fall into the sand and then sprout while they are straight up. So those are the things that you see around the mangrove that are poking out of the sand. Basically, mangroves are the life supporting system of the ocean. You look at those roots. There they have a young mangrove forest trying to establish itself. But behind me, that's already grown mangrove. Very nice. And behind me, the ocean, the open Indian Ocean. I'd really love to take a sample while cutting. So there's something interesting about the mangrove. I see that it's almost one big mangrove. Underneath, you can see those root-like structures popping out of the ground. I don't know what they are, but look at that. I later figured out that those are the seeds anyway, like I mentioned earlier. Look at that, guys. This is really interesting. And it is very nice. So after the mangroves, we went ahead, got a boat to head into the ocean to visit one of the closest coral reefs. piece stretches as far as the eye can see. Well, if you want to go to Australia, if you want to go to China, somewhere around there. So feel free to come and just go across those countries. The wind on the ocean is quite intense, so most of the things I was saying they were not very clear. But yeah, we eventually managed to come back from the reef. What a day, what an experience. And with that, my name is Peter from the Outpost Homestead. I'll catch you in another one. Bye.